since LeBron James is out of the playoffs again, I'm not talking legacy because his legacy for me is already what it is. What do you all think of his future in the NBA? Is he coming back? I know he was on his last year of the deal, so I think he's going to be an unrestricted free agent this
He
summer.
is. Yes, he is.
So Big Los, what is LeBron James going to do in your opinion?
I like this for LeBron, man. He gets to decide where he wants to go. It's only a couple teams that I'm sure he would even consider. I would love to see him and Steph play together. A lot of people say no, but I would love it, man. They deserve that. Hell, you got the Knicks. You have, of course, Cleveland. You know, those are really the teams that I see him potentially going to, or he could just retire. Whatever he does, I think this should be his last year. No, not this year, but the following year. I don't think he should retire this year. LeBron James, if anybody deserves a farewell tour, if anybody deserves it, he deserves it. Hell,
facts.
So yeah, those are the teams, man. And LeBron James,
those are good. Those are good teams.
He's not my GOAT, but he's right there, man. Like that, the man is the most legendary as far as longevity goes, basketball player to ever grace the court and put up the numbers that he's
I was saying the production as well.
They were talking today on First Take about his legacy, and he's the one out there, and you got Luka hurt, and you got Austin Reeves hurt, and he has to hold it down, going from third option to first option again. So, like, big ups to LeBron. Salute.
Let me say this: greatest basketball career is LeBron. Greatest basketball player is Jordan. Greatest basketball story is Jordan. You can't write what Jordan did. You can't have good and bad, and I'm a writer. You can't have you getting passed over varsity, didn't make varsity. You got a chip on your shoulder that you carried for your whole adult life. You get freshman college game-winning shot, make it to the league, you break your ankle, you get froze out in the All-Star because you were so good. The veterans, didn't even want to even give you the ball. You then get 3 championships in a row. Father passes away, gets murdered. You retire, go play baseball, hit 200, make it up into single A, make it up there, come back, win 3 more. I mean, greatest basketball story is Jordan. Greatest basketball career is Bron. And I will definitely salute him for that, because you cannot do what he's doing at 42. We've never seen it. And the fact that we like, man, this dude could really go 3 more years. Is there any doubt in either one of y'all minds that he could go another 2-3 years and still get 25, 6, 7?
He can, but for what? I know this is another topic, but when is it over? He can still play. Yes, he can still play. I'm not saying skill wise he's still an NBA player, but for what? Because there are no more championships coming unless one of the scenarios that Big Lowe's brought up. You got to go to a championship contender. It's getting old.
You go to Golden State, that's not going to be.
That's what I'm saying. It is. In my opinion, I hope he retires now. I really do, because I don't see this great swan song if he comes back next year. Unless he goes to a contender and goes out a champ, and that still doesn't change my stance on his legacy. Unless he's the man on whatever team he's on, he's still number 2 to me. But I think him, Curry, KD, it's about time. It's about time for the whole change of the league, in my opinion. And I love 2 of those guys.
Let me give one hot take. Because this is unintentionally offensive. To your point, Big C, what is the motivation to still play for a LeBron James? Here's my take on this. I'm not saying this is true, but I'm just questioning. Here's the question. He's built his brand as this family man, right? This revered family man, husband, a devoted husband, father, son, all about his family. But everything he's doing seems to be running away from just going to be full-time in that direction. I have to say that, because if he's not going to retire now, it's like, what are you continue to play for? You have all the money that you would ever need. You already have your second act set up. No one, you are never going to be the widespread GOAT. So if that's your mission, you might as well stop now, because those of us who are Jordan, who has Jordan as our GOAT, you could never switch it up. So I'm like, man, you running away from your brand. I'm like, is this your brand? Because you're supposed to be this family man. It's all about the wife, the kids. Then why are you still playing if it's not about? Wouldn't you want to say, hey, I've done all I can do now. I can go be a husband and a dad. Think about it.
His kids are grown. They don't necessarily need dad, because one's at college, one sits at the bench next to him. And I got to go back to something Big Low said. I think his LA Laker career was a failure. Besides the bubble title, he's lost first round. He's lost second round. He's lost I think he had one conference final since then.
I think it was two.
Two conference finals after the bubble.
Yes, yeah.
I think that's failed. That's comparing that to other Laker greats. 8-year span, that's failure.
But he's not a Laker great.
He's not a Laker
great.
Right.
He's not a Laker. He's not a Laker.
He's not. No, I don't.
Right.
I'm not.
You can talk to anybody from LA.
Do you say that because hasn't won a lot, or do you say that you just don't put him in a Laker great conversation?
I mean, hey, you have to win a lot to be a Laker great. Magic won, Kobe won, hell, even Shaq won. Kareem, Worthy. It's a number of Laker greats, and we're not even counting them all. Yeah. He's not on that Mount Rushmore,
and he's just not from. And he's not in that. He's not in that family tree. He's not a Laker.
Kareem
wasn't. Got from the Magic to the Lakers, right?
But Kareem.
Well, but hold on. But Cap put in how many years? How many years did Cap put in? A decade with the Lakers?
Over a decade, probably 15 years.
Yeah. So Cap, is revered with the Lakers. LeBron, and as Lowe said, had he won more chips, then maybe he. But I talk to Lakers fans. I got guys in Cali, and they always say, like, man, like they don't even embrace him as a Laker. You can tell. In. He is a free agent. Right.
Hell, yeah, Magic he's not.
You can talk to any. Right. Exactly. Like you can talk to the real Lakers fans in the comment section. Y'all know I'm right, because I got people out there. Yeah, they don't embrace him like that. They ready for him to go. And so that's, to be honest,
because he's not one.
And that's true. But go ahead.
They were jumping up and down. They were jumping up and down when he came.
Here's one more thing. Magic Johnson drafted Ball, Ingram, what's his name? Playing with Minnesota. Power forward. Can't think his name. The power forward for Minnesota.
Julius Randle.
Yeah. They were all on the same team with LeBron James. And he got rid of all of them. And they only won one championship. LeBron got rid of them. Those are who Magic Johnson brought in. Picture those players with LeBron once they got to their second and third year. I see championships. I see an OKC in the making right there. Ball, point guard, Ingram. Come on, and I don't know why I keep forgetting his name.
Randall,
Julius Randle. Come on now, those are some.
They
damn
gave
good
up everything
to get Anthony Davis.
Up everything
1 year in the bubble.
They got a chip. I do not count it as that, but there are people, if you watch First Take, they'll tell you, hey, that was the hardest chip.
To me, the bubble was YMCA. Yeah, everybody's healthy. Nobody's on the road. And all they can say is, well, we had to isolate from our families. They do that every year in the NBA.
Oh,
That's all the time. So that's nothing. It's like you're not traveling, you're not injured as much, you're not, the crowd isn't booing you and cheering you on, and it's not, it's just not the same. It wasn't even a crowd in the stadium.
Right. It was right, computer screens. And Lou Will going to Atlanta.
No, that's a YMCA championship, if anything, to me.
Yeah, but listen, that's just, to just wrap this up and go to the next segment. As you said, Los, he needs to be revered as, an all-time great. He is, that's bona fide, that's without question. As an all-time Laker great, I understand the answer is no. He won't be. He'll just be a Laker. Will they have a statue? If you ever been to the stadium out there, those who know, they have all the greats have statues. Kobe has 2. Okay, so you said Kobe has 2 statues built out there. Shaq has 1, Magic has 1, even the famous announcer has 1. Okay, so will LeBron get 1? I doubt it. I did, Yep, I doubt it. I doubt if LeBron gets 1. Yep, thank you. Riley has 1. So it's a different thing in the Laker nation. It's different. It's like Boston. You can just, there's a reason why those, why that, the mean green is a real thing. Why the people, and Bron is not part of the purple and gold. Like yes, you were a free agent who came there, but you don't represent Laker Nation. And the fan base will tell you that. Just listen to the fans. Y'all put in the comments, please. I know I'm right because I have friends who are Lakers fans. But just put in the comments what you think about this. Is LeBron a Laker great or just great?
He's not a Laker great. We're moving along. Big C.